Hi ladies and gents, welcome to this week's newsletter Golf Tip. Hope you're all having a lovely time enjoying the sunshine. Golf course is getting hard and fast, greens are gradually getting there. But what you may have discovered, where we've had a very dry spring, warm and obviously very little rain, the fairways are getting hard packed with very little grass growth on them. So that tends to make us struggle, for some of us, to get a good quality strike when the ball's sitting on the ground, on the turf. A lot of people come in complaining that their club's bouncing off the ground before the club reaches the ball. And obviously when there's a little bit of grass the ball's sitting up on, a bit like a tee peg, it's therefore more easily struck. But when it's sitting down tight on a grassless fairway, it can make it a real tricky strike. And what tends to happen, and why that happens, is you're tending, if anything, to bring, if this is your golf ball, you're tending to bring the club down to the bottom of your swing early. And we want to try and make sure that the first thing that the club meets is the golf ball, therefore just requiring a slightly steeper downswing into impact, or a later strike, as some people would call it. So great little drill here I've got on the floor, just using one of our swing aids here just to mark a spot on the ground. And what it encourages mainly is, obviously we're going to try and miss this blue part here, and if we try and miss that blue strap on the floor, it's going to make our club come down later and a little bit steeper. Therefore, when converted to that horrible lie on the fairway, you're going to get a good strike off of it. Yes, the ball might come out a little bit flatter than if it's sitting up on the grass, but at least we get the strike, we get the distance, and a much more pleasing golf shot. So, a couple of keys that you can do as well is when you set up to the ball, we're also going to place the ball a little bit further forward in your stance as well. And what that's going to encourage is, as you swing down to the ball, enables us or encourages us to move the centre of our chest forward to visually strike the golf ball. But yes, the most important thing here is simply to miss any striking of the marker that we've got on the floor here. And that's approximately 2 inches behind the golf ball. So if I can miss that, that's going to make my strike so much more solid. So now really, you can probably see from my body position through impact, was very much on top of the golf ball. Centre of my head, my nose was very much opposite the golf ball. There was no hanging back at all, and therefore no chance of striking the object on the floor first. Again, it's all about scare tactics, helping you train yourself into a better position. So from the top of that backswing, I was simply thinking of trying to avoid the blue strap, and that encourages me naturally to move the centre of my chest a little bit further forward, and therefore the club comes down later, avoiding the strap, catching the ball first, and off that tight, uninviting lie, get you the club head descending into the back of the ball with the front edge, not getting the back of the club or the bounce of a wedge hitting the ground first and bouncing up off the ground, making you either top the ball or hit it very unsolidly and getting a pretty ugly flight. Okay, so set yourself up. Doesn't have to be obviously a blue strap that I've got here. It could be in the driving net, a tee peg, 2 or 3 inches behind the ball. You could lay your towel from your golf bag, or even a 2p piece. Something that just grabs your eye and encourages you to move into that better position with your body at impact, rather than hanging back or simply through panic and the look of the lie, just casting and chucking that club head down into the turf. Okay? So panic, lack of rhythm, lack of belief, and obviously the most important, mechanical position of your body is what we need to improve. So use that strap, use that towel, that 2p piece, place it a couple of inches behind the ball, and you'll be amazed at how your brain adjusts to miss that, and that really does give you a much better quality strike, and probably a little bit more power as well. Okay, so give that a go. Let me know your thoughts when you're passing, and we'll see you soon. Many thanks.